Hello. Hi, Tasha. Hi, Virginia. Hi, Tara. Hi, Nadine. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Lena. Hi, Laura. Hi, Ross. Hi, everyone. How are we all today? Welcome to Egypt. Welcome to Cairo. Welcome to my tour. My name is Leslie Hammam, and for the next 45 minutes, we're going to be, hi, Alison. We're going to be taking a wander in the desert on camel with here on the Giza Plateau. I was just trying to hide my scarf and my microphone a little bit because it's a little bit windy, which is a good thing because it is quite warm. It's about 32 degrees at the moment. So I'm hoping that the gimbal and phone and everything will be able to stay really happy during the tour. So I hope we're all ready to go. Now, I'm already out of the viewpoint, so we're going to work our way backwards this morning from the viewpoint, then down into the Sphinx. So hopefully we'll be able to. Morning, Sweaty Betty. Thanks. I'm not too bad at the moment. We've got a little bit of windage, so it's quite nice that we've still got a bit of windage out here. So hopefully you will enjoy the tour. Yes, I have Old Faithful in the background. Can you see him? Where is he? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? If you can see him, just over here. I don't know if you can see him or not. But we've got Cappuccino. Oh, there he is. There's his bum. There's his butt there. We've got Cappuccino and Pepsi just over there. I'm not saying I'm too keen on this morning ride because he's already tried to bite me. He actually bit Pepsi, and it's already been a whole shenanigans already, and it's not even 10 o'clock. Well, just turning 10 o'clock now. Oh, Tara, it's nice to see you. So before we get started, do I have any newbies in the house today? Give me a wave if you've not been on one of my tours before. If you haven't been on one of my tours, welcome to the madhouse. That is a requirement. You have to be a little bit crazy to like these tours. But you're probably wondering why on earth I've got an English accent. Well, I actually moved out to Egypt 24 years ago, and 24 years ago, I'm actually English by birth. Moved out here 24 years ago, married my husband then. We celebrated our 24th wedding anniversary just last week. And we then, I got the Egyptian nationality 4 years ago. So, quite an achievement, I think. Methinks I do. Oh, thanks. I know. I need a medal. Or lots of gold. I think I'll go for lots of gold. I can sell that. Now, we've got an awful lot of military movement on the plateau today. I'm not quite sure what's going on. There is talk that Sisi is running around. So if I disappear, it might be that they've blocked our signal. So we can't do anything. But anyway, without further ado, let's get going. I'm going to show you one of the best views of Egypt, I think, anyway, that we have. Welcome, guys, to the Giza Plateau. Yeah, we've got these military helicopters coming in again. Yeah, see them? Quite sure what's going on. Somebody keeps saying that it might be Sisi coming in, but they're definitely military. I know that they're absolutely ruining my tour because I can't hear myself think, but that's what I know for sure. Who's Sisi? President Sisi. He's the president of Egypt. But that's the fourth lot of ones that have run over here this morning. So something obviously big is going on somewhere. Wouldn't be the first time, Deborah. Wouldn't be the first time. Probably won't be the last either. So, me being so notorious and all that. So the Giza Plateau has been a tourist destination since Roman times. So these have been a big pull since the Roman era. And even though, well, a lot of you will think that there's only four morning, Paula. There's only, three pairs. Why are we talking about four? I don't know what's wrong with me today. I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning, by the way, to get here. So I'm absolutely shattered already. And I don't get home until 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. So there's three Great Pyramids in front of us, but actually on the Giza Plateau, there's 9 in total. So you can see 3 of the smaller pyramids just in front of us over there. And then you can see there's another 3 small ones in the distance, but I'll explain what those are in a little bit of detail afterwards. But in total, there's over 118 pyramids throughout Egypt. So there's quite a lot here, actually. The first and the largest of the Great Pyramids is King Khufu, which is the furthest one away from us at the moment. It was built as a massive mausoleum between 2500 AD, 2589 BC to 2566 BC, which was in the 4th dynasty in Egypt. The other two pyramids are for his son Khufu and his son Khafre, or Menkaura, sorry. Now, just as we go along, I will tell you now that I may not be able to read the screen. When my phone starts to heat up, my screen goes extremely dark, so I can't read. So I do have two very fabulous, well, actually I've got three very fabulous, well, you're all fabulous, but three particularly fabulous people on the tour with us this morning. So that's Deborah, Paula and Alison. So if there's a question that I've not managed to answer, and they already know it because they've done this tour with me a million times, they can actually answer it for me in my stead, because I won't be able to see it. But what I will do every now and again is I'll show you. We will stop. I have my portable Bedouin tent, and we'll do this. We'll go in here like this. I will take you, hold on a minute, but I've got wrapped around my neck too tight this morning. That's about right, isn't it? Hold on. It's technical, this. And we're going to come into my Bedouin tent like this, and then I will answer any question because I can actually see the screen. Okay, so that is how we're going to work this morning, just so you're aware. So that we are Bedouin tenting it. So here we go. Oh God, I mean, look at me. Aren't I sexy? No. So let's get going, so we can get another good look at that as we go along. Poor Sharif's going, oh God. So say good morning to Sharif, everybody. Our camel man. Give everybody a wave, Sharif. So here's Satan 1, and there's Satan 2. They're both shaitans. This one, he's got a muzzle on now because he actually bit this one this morning. So we've already had some bitage going on, at which point my heart was in my mouth. Look, she's still really upset, look. She's like, I'm going to kill him later. Yep, I'm going to have him. Look at her face. I am going to kill, look, oh yeah, she's agreeing with me. Yep. She knows, I know. Oh dear. Are all camels biters? Do all camels bite?
Because he's not brother, not friends.
They're not friends. No, so they don't love each other. No, she's actually saying no. She actually said no, we're not friends. She said no. She said no, not talking to you anymore. You bring this one out. Look at his face. Look, he's already started. I haven't gone anywhere near him yet. Look. Honestly. Right, so wish me luck because I've got to get on this. I don't know why I do this to myself. I really don't. It could be so much easier if I took a horse. It really would. Look at him opening his mouth. Look. He's like, now I'm going to eat you. I would rather eat you. Now they have a. Yeah. You say you're not going to bite again. So no, I'm just going to kill the foreigner on my back instead. Sorry, Gwen. Hi, Gwendolyn. Are you there this morning, Gwen? How are you this morning? Are you well? Hold on. It's my camel foliage, right? So we're just preparing him, ready to go. Now, I was asking if they castrated the camels here, but apparently they don't. So that's another issue. So he's a male with testosterone. I'm not going to apologise for that either. Morning, Fabian. You know, when I joined Heygo, I never knew I'd take so many photographs of a camel. Can we get some camel? Oh, camel and pyramid shots. Of course you can. Hold on. Let's do some iconography. Here we go. How's that? That's it. Work it, baby. Work it. Come on. A little bit more to the left. Go on, the other way. Yeah. There we go. See, look. Insta famous instantly. Isn't he gorgeous? See, look, I'm complimenting you now. Yeah, so let's not try killing me. So let's go over to poor baby over here. And then Sharif would get out of the way. Sharif, not helpful. There we go. How's that for an image? Hey, right, let's get this show on the road. Because I do have my friend Jenna with me today. She tried to get on a camel and nearly fell off, so she decided not to do that again today. So we've got to get back to her before she gets kidnapped from the Sphinxes. Right, can we hold him? I don't trust him. I've got definite trust issues with this boy. You don't let him get up. Right, okay. Oh, God, here we go. Evans to Betsy. Right. Okay, go. Every time. Oh. Right. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. Getting better at it now. Getting better. Look, she's looking at him going. She's making balls at him as though saying, right, I'm going to have him in a minute. And you watch Sharif get on. He just jumps on as though it's like the most natural thing in the world. Amazing. Yeah, back towards Menkara and then down to the Sphinx. Please, thank you. So, oh God. I wish he'd warned me when we're going to do tight circles. Aren't the police camels beautiful as well? Look at him. Look, he looks like a show pony. Him standing like that. Not going to bite me, is he? No, I think the word you're looking for is insane. That's the word you're looking for. I wouldn't call me brave. I think I'd say I was a little bit nuts. Always helps to be a little bit stir crazy around here. It really does. Right, so we're going to go down. I've just got to concentrate on where my feet are going. Oh, well, not my feet, but his feet are going. Oh, God. Listen, camel. Which one's this one? Who am I sat on today, Sharif? Is this Pepsi or cappuccino? This is Pepsi. Hold on, did we not say I wasn't going to ride Pepsi again? God. If I make it out alive, I'm going to be very surprised today. Right, okay. Right. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, I have to concentrate on where my feet are going because, or not my feet, but where my balance is, because I have to keep my center of balance just right so that I don't get catapulted at the saddle. Hold on. Oh God, the gimbal's going wonky. Hold on. Oh, we've got more. They're going again. Is those more ones or what? Hold on a second. I'll sort out the gimbal. Oh God, it's making funny noises now. Hold on, Sharif, hold on a second, because my camera's going a bit wonky. What's wrong with it today? Bear with me a second, guys. And stabilise you a bit more. Right, is that better? That's better. Okay. Right, okay. Oh, okay, off we go then. Yep, fine. Something very strange going on today. I don't know what it is, but there's an awful lot of military presence today. So here we go. We have the pyramid. Yeah, exactly. Giddy up. Yeah, exactly. You wait, Alison. I'm going to be sat on my horse and I'm going to gallop off with you in tow. So in front of us, we have the smallest of the three pyramids, which is Menkara's pyramid. And outside, you can see three distinct pyramid shapes as well. And these are the pyramids for the queen, his daughter, and also what they call his satellite pyramid. Okay, so they're satellite pyramids. So they are smaller. It's a smaller version of his pyramid. And it said that this is to house the pharaoh's soul. So his soul would actually rest inside that satellite pyramid just there. So it didn't always have to go back into the bigger pyramid. It was easier for him just to come back from the heavens, listen to the prayers of the people, and then he was able to fly off back out again. So it was always somewhere for the pharaoh's car and bar to come back to. So it was very, very important. Now, each of the pyramids would have had one. Khafre didn't have one, but then he did build the Sphinx. So maybe that was his bar pyramid. Who knows? Now, the reason you'll see actually between the three of them that Menkaura's pyramid is an awful lot smaller. Now, the pyramid or the Giza plateau is actually on a plateau of bedrock. So this is bedrock underneath the sand here. So it's very stable for building pyramids on. Now, if you think that Khufu's pyramid, which is in the distance there, has over 6 million tons of stone in size, 6 million tons. So you need a big sturdy base to be able to keep that steady. So as they went along, they building better and creating better. But Menkaura had to build his a lot smaller. Why? Because he ran out of bedrock. So there wasn't enough bedrock to build his pyramid to the same size as his father, which is a bit of a shame. You've got to feel a bit sorry for him, really, don't you? So that is why we have Menkaura's pyramid more than the other two. Okay. Now, he obviously tried to, what he didn't make up in stature, he tried to make up in grandeur. Because what he tried to do was he built it in the same traditional style as his father and his grandfather, with the inner bigger blocks of limestone and then the outer blocks a bit smaller, going in the way they are built on the outside. But instead of putting the limestone casing, like you can see his father had done, he actually tried to put granite on the outside, but the granite's not a stable building material for a pyramid, and what it did, it made it too heavy, hence why he only got so far up the side of the pyramid before he had to give it up as a bad job. But we'll be able to see that a little bit better as we get a little bit closer, or a bit more around the other side, I should say. But we can actually see some of that granite strewn on the floor down here, and then we can see our lovely pyramid, satellite pyramid there. So that's his Ka pyramid just there. And then he has his bigger pyramid just there. They're quite impressive, aren't they? Very impressive statues. You've got to love coming to the Giza Plateau just for the pyramids that we have here. They're just incredible. So if we look a little bit closer there, we can see the granite that is strewn all over the floor. Just wondering, please, why isn't granite a stable pyramid? Because it's too heavy. It's far too heavy. Sandstone is a lot lighter. Granite is too heavy. Hence why he had to stop. He wasn't able to take it up too far before it started to destabilize the pyramid. What are those small structures? Are you talking about these ones here? I'll tell you about those. You're welcome. Yeah, it's very true, Sandy. It is very hard to cut too, where sandstone's a lot easier to cut. The structures in front of the pyramid are the mortuary temples. Okay, so they're the mortuary temples for the pharaoh. Now, the mortuary temples literally are where the pharaoh would have been taken to be mummified. And then after he was interned into his tomb, people would have come to worship him at his mortuary site. Because to win favor with the pharaoh, he it was a really important thing to do. So also in ancient times, it was considered really important that you still spoke the name of the pharaoh even after they'd gone, because that actually gave them status in the afterlife. So it was really important. Now, each of the pyramids had their own causeway as well. So if you see these big slabs of limestone here on the ground, those went all the way down into the valley floor down there. And it was actually the River Nile ran right up to the base of the beginning of the causeways. which we'll be able to see a little bit better when we get down to the sphinxes. Hold on, I'm holding tight. Bear with me a second. Got to concentrate for a minute. But I'm not. My camel's obviously settled a little bit now because he's not riding as bad as he was earlier. Ooh, she says. Famous last words. I shouldn't open my mouth so quick, really, should I? Bear with me. Okay, so we can see a little bit more of that granite that's fallen off on the bottom. It's just been stacked up willy-nilly now by the side of the actual pyramid itself. And then we can look over to Khafre's pyramid, the middle pyramid. Now, Khafre not only built an impressive pyramid, but we do believe that he is the creator of the Sphinx as well. But maybe not him per se, but it was one of his ideas, or somebody in his time came up with the idea. So you can see on the top, we have the third and final layer. Thank you, Alison. Third and final layer of the limestone on the outer casing of the pyramid. And this shows us how it would have been finished off. Like, we've got even more helicopters. Maybe they're just the same helicopters. I'm a little bit confused by what's going on this morning. Never seen so much military action out here. Are camels not as smooth of a ride compared to horses? No, they're really not. They've got a really long lollopy pace, which makes it quite difficult to sit. Quite literally, it's like you're belly dancing on a camel because your hips are flying from side to side. How much is a camel ride? Thanks. Sharif, how much is it per hour for the camels, for tourists? 350 Egyptian pounds an hour. So it's 350 Egyptian pounds for 1 hour riding on a camel, which roughly equates to, do you know how much that is in dollars? $20. $20 an hour. Hold on. Hold on. I will read your question in a second. Give me a second. I'm just having my camels having to negotiate. So camels are great when it comes to sand. Not so good on the rocky bits. They're a little bit. Their feet weren't made for stability on rock. The tops of the pyramid is smooth. Have they worn away? No, the top of the pyramid is how they were actually covered, Sarah. So it was covered in a limestone. So that's how it would, that top would have gone all the way down to the bottom and covered the entirety of the pyramid. But that was actually stolen in antiquity to help build the city of Old Cairo. I know, it's great, isn't it? We've actually done this tour a few times now, so we've kind of got the hang of where the signal drops out and where it stays. So we're doing quite well so far today. No, it was removed, Diane. So it was used, as I said, to build Old Cairo, so buildings in Old Cairo. She says that now. Alison, once you're up there, there's not much you can do about it. It is lovely, isn't it? Even though I think I'd do a lot better if I was actually, on a horse. Morning, Amanda. Yeah, she's right. It's not the riding that's the problem. It's the getting up and down. She's absolutely right. Poor Jenna, she's had to stay behind because she freaked out when the camel went down earlier. God love her. She did so well. That's right, Cheryl, it is. Are those stones still original, or are they? No, it's all of it is original stone. All of it's original stone. It is. It's quite unbelievable when you're standing next to it in person. So I'm 5'4", 5'5", and I'm like half the size of one of the base stones on the pyramid there. So you got Khufu's pyramid. So Khufu was the first one to build. No, that's not actually true. I was going to say he was the first one to build a true pyramid. That's not actually correct. He was the second, because the first true pyramid was the pyramid of Dashur, which is the red pyramid in Dashur, which is the first true pyramid. Yeah, Sharif, where is Dashur and Saqqara from here? So can you actually see them from here? Can you see it from here or no? No, it's a bit. It's a little bit. Yeah, we can see the Giza pyramids from there, but we can't actually see those pyramids from there. So Saqqara and Dashur are over the far side there. There's helicopters flying around this morning. Yeah. So you have over the far side there. So they're all on kind of like on the same axis. Now, stand still, you. You can see in the distance we have the cemetery here. Now, there was quite an impressive find just found the other side of there, and they call it the garbage city, the garbage city place over there for the ancient people. Thank you, Diane. And it was basically where the ancient Egyptians put all their rubbish. Now, a French Egyptologist came up with a very good idea and decided to go rummaging through the ancient garbage site, and he actually found an awful lot of amazing things. He actually found about how the people were on the Giza Plateau at the time and what they were up to, what they were doing. Okay, we can go again now, please. What they were doing, and about the daily life. And then they coupled this with a diary they found from a ship's captain found near the Red Sea that told us about what they were carrying in, the cargo across the Red Sea and across the desert to the Giza Plateau to build the pyramids. Now, one of the records showed that over 20,000 people worked on the Giza Plateau at any one time. So can you imagine 20,000 people all here working day in, day out on the Giza Plateau? The other thing that they found was, or they discovered within all this information, was the Egyptians didn't use slaves for building their monuments. Now, this is going to be a bit of a shocker to a lot of people, because it was a common misconception for a multitude of years that slaves were responsible for building the pyramids and the temples and tombs. This is not a true fact. It's a falsehood, because the Egyptians believed that foreign people, or especially captives, would be unclean, and you couldn't have something that was impure, unclean, touching your holy sites. Even if it was being created, you wouldn't be able to, get that stain off, if that makes sense. So they weren't allowed to come and help, or were asked to come and do any work on these sites, because they were not pure Egyptians. Okay, so that's the first. The second is the average Egyptian loved working or helping on these sites. I wouldn't say love, probably is a bit of a strong word, but they did it as a sense of duty, because they would then carry favor with the pharaoh. The pharaoh was a living god, and when he died, he would become a god. So then you'd be able to carry favor with that god. So that would have been quite an important thing to be able to do. It's not like what you know, it's who, right? Oh, you're welcome. Hold on, I can't see the questions. Hold on, Sharif, can we just stop for a second? Ooh, hold on. Maybe without me getting on your back as well. Hold on, let me just go backtrack a minute. You're welcome. How I wish I could climb and get inside those pyramids. I know. Well, I've been inside the pyramids. In actual fact, there's a couple of videos on my YouTube channel of me going into the pyramids, so do check that out, and you can actually see one of the hardest ones to get in and out, which is the bent pyramid in Dashur. That's evil, that pyramid. What time period have those stones been taken for those? It would have been the 12th century, Christina, 12th century. You're welcome. Didn't the Egyptians also believe that any god whose name was not uttered would face oblivion? That's right, MM. It was absolutely right. This is why it was so powerful to repeat the pharaoh's name after death, because what you would be doing is restating, establishing their prominence in the afterlife. Yes, the ones around the other side. So we've seen the opening for Menkara, but we can't see the opening for this one just yet, the one by me, but we will in a second. Thank you, Alison. What happened to the gold on the top? Who knows? Probably melted down at some point. Monsieur Lavina? We don't know. I mean, obviously there was an awful lot of pilfering going on during antiquity. So an awful lot of what was here treasure-wise on the Giza Plateau was taken away a long time ago. And what they didn't take away in antiquity, oh my God. Sorry. Sharif's on a mission to kill me today, I swear to God. Whatever they didn't steal in antiquity, when Egyptomania hit Egypt in the 1800s, that's what finished it off, because the French, the English, the German, the Italian, they all took, oh God, massive pieces of the antiquity away with them. And still a lot of it is hidden in private collections all around the world. Now, I don't have any problem with the antiquities being in museums. I think that's quite important for us to learn about the Egyptians. I think it's really important, and to also encourage the Egyptologists of the future. What I don't agree with is all the private collections that we have around the world. Having a bit of a nightmare now because I'm holding on with my right hand and think I should be holding on with my left hand, but I don't know which is my strongest hand. I feel that we're sailing along a little bit too sailing alonging, and I'm having a few palpitations. So it's like me having a miniature panic attack this morning, guys. Bear with me. Oh, God, no. I like walking. I really should just walk this, you know. I don't know why I'm on a camel. I don't know what I'm doing to myself. Right in front of us, we have the back of the Sphinx. The back of the Sphinx, which we are going towards now. Holy knickers. Right, hold on. Hold on. I don't know which way we're going now. Bear with me a second. You want me to lean back? Okay, I'm leaning back. Go, okay. Come on. I don't know, we're drifting in the air. Keep going, camel. Just keep walking. Don't stop halfway. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just keep going. You know what? I must love you lot to put myself through this on a regular basis. You know that, right? Oh, God. Okay, right. Just going to swap hands. And actually, I've got sweaty palms now as well, which is not helping. Amanda, behave. Oh. Okay, so this area over here is the necropolis, and the necropolis actually has tombs to queens and nobles. They wanted to be buried as close to the pyramids as possible so that they could be in the shadow of the great pharaoh himself and the god that he became. You have no idea how hard I'm gripping with my thighs right now. Okay, so we are going down to the back. You can see the back of the head of the Sphinx there. There he is, Mr. Sphinxy. Gotta love him. He's a cool character. And we're going to get up close, well, as close as we can to him shortly. If we make it down to the bottom of here, that is. Cast you back to have a look at Khufu's pyramid there. Built on 1 square kilometre in perfect dimensions. The measurements are so perfect. I think it's only out by 1.0005 of a millimetre. How amazing is that? And all of it, they believe, was done by the sun, by the lines of the sun, casting the shadow to be able to go from one point to the next. Okay, Sharif, do you want to stop here? And I'll get off here so I can walk then down to the Sphinx. Thank you. I don't think I can take much more of this today. I'm a little bit antsy. Right, so we're just going to disembark our cat. Oi, you two. Oh, what's he doing? Don't get his face head down just yet, please, for God's sake. Oh my God. And don't do a Thelma and Louise either. I know I said up close and personal with the Sphinx, but I didn't mean literally. Right, hold on a second. Let me just wipe my hands because I'm a bit sweaty. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. And here we go. Why is he wiggling? Oh, it's okay, don't worry. That's fine. Oh, God in heaven. Right. See, I knew he was going to do that. I knew it. Okay, Sharif, I'll call you a bit later. Thank you, Sharif. Everybody say goodbye to Sharif and cappuccino and Pepsi. If you ever want to get in touch when you're here in Cairo, let me know and I'll get you in touch with him straight away. He's a really good camel man, always on time, even though his camels were a bit sassy. Right, so let's go see a Sphinx. Right, so now let's walk down into the valley floor. Honestly, I've never been so relieved to touch the ground in all my life as I am right now. That was a disaster. So this is the causeway that goes up to the pyramids. So it leads all the way up to Khafre's pyramid. This would have been donned out with limestone walling, covered in hieroglyphics all the way up. We're going to come away or go down to the bottom here. Now, if you can imagine, the other side of the pyramid, the temple, the Sphinx's temple in front of us would have been the Nile. There's a docking area, and we'll be able to see the ancient docking areas in a moment. As we go, hold on, I don't know which way to go now because I've got camels coming at me. Also a camel. Oh. Amazing. That was a good picture, guys, you got there. I've got to try and find my friend Jenna, who's been waiting for me. God love her. She's not been kidnapped by anybody. Nobody's bought her for a few camels. So we are going to go into the inside of there so you can take a proper picture of the Sphinx. So just bear with me a second while I get down there for you. Now, I do have this tour posted again for 1 o'clock this afternoon. I'm actually having second thoughts about doing it at the moment for the simple reason it is very, very humid out here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I do believe that it's not fair on the camels. So I'm going to see how it is out here. And if I am able to do it, I might actually do it on foot instead of on a camel, because I think that would be better, because I don't really want to hurt the camels. Well, it looks like Jenna's found herself a little scarf stall and she's buying and selling scarves. Jenna! So, right, I've got to try and find my way down here now without falling on my bottom. So let's go down around here. So this is where you come in and come out. You pick up your horses, your camels, that kind of thing. Quite cool, isn't it? Quite busy out here, actually. You can see the necropolis just in front of us there, where all the kings and queens were. Oh, kings and queens. Queens and nobles. I always say kings and queens, not queens and nobles. So I'm going to go back round that way. You come in. So bear with me a second. Yeah. So I'm just going to go back into the Sphinx. How have you been? How many marriage proposals have you had while I've been away? Really good. So say hi to everybody, Jenna. This is Jenna. She's keeping me company this morning. Actually trying to keep me awake on the plane because I actually fell asleep halfway across this morning. So we've got lots of tourist tat here. If you want a bit of tourist tat, this is the place to come. I'll go and buy myself a sexy Gallivea later on. Who knows? You know. Some battle dress going on. Might go and get myself a dodgy looking Egyptian t-shirt. Those are always fun, aren't they? So this area in front of us here, this is where the docking area used to be. And this is where the River Nile would have come up to. So all the stone that came into the Giza Plateau would have come in to this area onto the plateau from here. So this is like the ancient docking area here. So you can see that this sun temple here was made out of one piece of granite. So one piece of granite, pieces of granite blocks even. So I'd gone to Luxor then for a second. In my brain, I'd gone to Luxor. And you can see all the little, they've got circular round holes where they would have pegs for putting the, mooring the boats up. You've got our tickets. All right, Jenna's got to get our tickets. Huh? No, I want to go in that way. Thanks. No, I went. Yeah, I've been this morning. Thank you. You too. Thanks. We've got a whole load of new people here. They keep asking for stuff. It's really annoying. So I'm just going to go on in. Oh, we've got a bit of a queue going on. Although we're in a bit of a traffic jam now. It's like, come on. So we're going into the Sphinx's temple. Sphinx's temple of the Sphinx. Everything in here has perfect symmetry. Everything is measured absolutely to perfection. We have lots of niches in here in the floor where there would have been statues of the pharaoh himself. Where those statues are now, we don't know. But also we have perfect symmetry here as well. whatever is on the right is on the left, and it's in perfect synchronization and harmony to each other. So it's really important. And you can see these holes on the floor, which have the niches on the floor for the statues. I do love it when tour guides just keep their groups right in the doorway. Excuse me. Right, if Safi ever does that, guys, just tell him off. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of people here today. Sorry, what did Jennifer ask? Thanks, Alison. It is. It feels hotter than Luxor right now. Absolutely does. All right, we're going to go up to the Sphinx. A bit of queuage going on here. I know, it's amazing, right? Oh, we've just got the tour guides just literally start guiding right in front of the doorway so nobody can get through. It's really annoying. And people have no idea which way to go because this is the in, and then we have a specific door for the out. Nope. During the 4th dynasty, so 2689 BC ish, give or take a few years. It really is rush hour. It's insane here. This is why I don't come at 10 o'clock. There was a reason why I didn't want to come at 10 o'clock in the morning. I've just realised what it is. Everybody's nuts. Right. Okay, let's go up. It's the main part of the day when all the tour buses come in. Right. Let's see if we can get you that shot, guys. Thanks, Paula. Trying to figure out where my feet are going at the moment so I don't beat anybody with my gimbal and the camera. Now they'll take their phones, take their pictures home, they'll be like, oh look, you had the Sphinx all to yourself. It's like, no, I really didn't know, did I? Hold on, let's go up here. Here we go, guys. Hopefully you're getting all that in. Isn't it amazing? One of the most amazing things, the first colossal, most famous colossal statue in history. Built for, we believed, for Khufu. And just amazing statue. Made out of one piece of bedrock, complete piece of bedrock. You can see how the lands of weather-worn lines of Conway. They have been doing some restoration on the Sphinx as well. You can see nestled within its paws is the Dream Stealer. Hold on, where's my finger? The Dream Stealer, which is here, a piece of granite. A Stealer, I think I have a picture of the Dream Stealer actually, bear with me. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there's the Dream Stealer, nestled between his paws. And this is actually, was constructed by Tutmosis IV, who said he had a dream, slept between the Sphinx's paws, and he had a dream that the Sphinx came to him and said, please take away the sands of time from my feet, take it away from my body, so that I may breathe, and I will make you Pharaoh. And even though he's going to be Pharaoh anyway, that's exactly what Moses did, and wrote a stela about it. Now let's go up from here a little bit, because I'm getting a bit claustrophobic with all these people. Not used to crowds. One up here, so you can see the butt. He doesn't want to see the butt of the Sphinx. Poor Jenna's probably going, what on earth did I come all the way this way for? Let's see if we can get and look at his face up there. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely stunning. Yeah, and the lovely curling tail, which we're going to go see now. Just down here. Those lovely little paws. Still little, not so little, I suppose. And it was all encased in the limestone. There's some of this limestone is recreated limestone to protect the bedrock, but it would have been exactly the same style as it was in ancient times too. So it's not anything different. Isn't it lovely? Absolutely stunning, right? You can see that curly whirly tail, the back end of the Sphinx, and then you can see properly the bedrock that it was actually encased in. Absolutely stunning. Amazing, isn't it? Now, if I point you over this way, I actually have some photos from inside the Great Pyramid for you to have a look at. Now, I'm just clicking on things at the moment, so hopefully this all makes sense. There we go. Now, this is inside this wonderful building just in front of us there. So if you wanted to know what the stairways into the Sphinx look like, that is it. Isn't it incredible? Totally amazing, right? So that is it, guys. That is it for me this morning. I hope you've enjoyed coming with me on an expedition around this great Giza Plateau and finishing off with the almighty Sphinx. It has been my absolute pleasure and honour to show you around this piece of history today. I will have a think about whether I'm going to do this tour again this afternoon, but if not, do join me for Old Cairo or Medieval Cairo this evening at 6:30 Egyptian time, because it is going to be a fabulous trip this evening. So hopefully you'll be able to join me then. So thank you so much for all your gratitude. It means so much to me, and it helps fund these trips to come out here to be able to bring you some extraordinary things. I mean, it's an expensive journey for me and quite time consuming, because I actually live 10 hours away from Cairo. Yes, I did fly up this morning because I managed to get a cheap deal, thank goodness. But it is a heck of a day. So thank you so much for that. And your support is always, always, always welcome. So don't forget to share all your pictures from the tour this morning, so you can share with everybody what a wonderful day you've had and how much fun. If you're not followed back already, do press that follow back button, and then you can keep on top of all the shenanigans and what wonderful tours I've got coming up very, very soon. So that's it for me this morning. Thank you so much for coming. It's been my pleasure and my honour. So all that's left for me to say is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Please stay safe out there. Be good to others as well as yourself. And I will see you all again very, very soon. You're very, very welcome. Have a great day, guys. I'm going to give you one last look at the magnificent Sphinx. I'll see you all again later, guys. Take care. Bye, everyone. Bye for now. Bye.